lovely people, I am back. It's your boy Pato, and it's another day, another reaction, and I don't waste time, so let's go and see what we get. Alright guys, so we have Blackway, and he calls this one To Whom It May Concern. Well, if you don't know Blackway is from Ghana, but he lives in the US as well. So let's go check out what he got for us.
The violence was what we learned from you.
Okay, so he released this one in support of the Black Lives Matter movement in the US, right? It's a global thing right now because of the current event. One man called Mr. George Floyd, he got killed by police. Okay, so people are really angry and outraged that racism in the US is getting worse. It's a mixed feeling right now. Whites are involved, Asians are involved, everybody, blacks are involved, protesting against racism right now. Protests all around the US and all around the world. It's going on as I talk to you right now. So this is what Blackway also thought to give us. This is his protest song.
So if you want us to do better, then damn it, you do better.
Hey, imagine being born with an enemy that you can't see causes.
Imagine being born with an enemy that you can't see. That is the racism.
Systematic disadvantage and few get a plan B. Imagine being hunted by a group of men and some damn.
This is the Ku Klux Klan, the white supremacy racist group.
Cheats, colonizers who lie about their history by building museums to take credit.
So colonizers, he says colonizers will lie with history, right? Because this is a scene from Wakanda. Anybody who remembers the Wakanda movie? This is a scene from Wakanda. All the artifacts, everything that you are seeing are, African arts. But this is what happened. A lot of countries had their art stolen by the whites, in the days of colonialism. And they took everything into their museums in the name of protecting it for Africans. But now Africans are even asking for it and they wouldn't give it back. So he's just talking about the scene, the stuff like this. You know what I mean?
For your art and your stolen antiques. Imagine being awake and still gotta live out your bad dreams. Imagine the torture of being George Floyd.
Imagine the torture of being George Floyd. The man was captured, put on the ground. One police had his knee pressing on his neck on the ground. Other two policemen were also on top of him with their knees on him. Okay, and that led to the death of the man. And this is what is causing the outrage right now in the US and having a whole lot of support from around the world as well.
Eric trying to garner up his dying breath.
So this is another victim called Eric Garner. He was selling cigarettes on the street, right? And see how about 6 or 7 policemen, tackled him and put him on the ground and choked him till he died. So
to say that he can't imagine you racing against others who got a head start.
Imagine if you are racing against others who have a head start. That is the life in the US. Blacks against whites. Systemic racism is such that it gives white people the privilege. Okay, so whenever you are trying to compete with them, they are always ahead of you right from day one when you got onto this earth. That is how it has been planned.
Got you running twice as fast to end up in 3rd place.
Okay, so imagine you are running against them. You run twice as fast as they are running, yet you will be in 3rd place. Oh man, boss, man, these are things for you to kind of start to think about.
Imagine the natural state of the hair that you were born with is deemed inappropriate in a workplace. Like, really imagine you.
Imagine the natural state of your hair in which you were born with. Okay, when you leave your afro hair in America, a lot of workplaces, a lot of schools, they will tell you, no, this type of hairstyle is not accepted in our school, so you have to cut it. Students, children have to go through this. Black children have to go through this.
You went to school and the ref cut your hair in the middle of a wrestling match.
So this dude came on the news all over. He was in a wrestle match with a white competitor, right? But they stopped the match to tell him that his hair is not acceptable like that. So they need to cut his hair. And right there, they cut his hair before he continued. But this is somebody wearing his natural hair as a black young man, a student. This is what they did to him.
Now as a kid it's like whatever, but the self-aware adult that you became, been having trouble trying to wrestle with that self-love. Imagine not knowing what that really means is fucked up. Imagine feeling like all you can teach is tough love.
Imagine all you can teach is what? Tough love. Because kids in America, that is what they go through. Black kids in America, that is what, their parents have to pull them through. That you have to teach them tough love. You will appear to them as being strict and all that, but as a black parent, as an African parent in America, you know how the system is.
Kids ass whoopings telling them to toughen up, cause life ain't what it seems. It ain't a dream. Yeah, we were meant to be kings, but you'll never know that. Cause
we were meant to be kings, but hey, hell no. In the face of racism, they will never let that happen. You know what I mean? So this is what he's talking about. Guys, it's time we all have to think outside the box and know that it's not just the Americas. Racism, systemic racism affecting brothers and sisters in America should be our concern too. Because you know what? In the first place, it was our ancestors from Africa that became their ancestors out there. Not just the US, everywhere else.
Been super busy trying to keep our shit alive. So I ain't teach him what he needed. By 13, he defeated on the block danging, cause that's how they improvise. Witness.
Black kids grow up in America hating themselves so much because of systemic racism, because of abuse and bullying at school and all that. They don't see the happiness of life and the true nature of just being yourself as black.
Directed anger and don't know who to trust. So we shoot at ops while the cops shoot at us. We shoot at ops while the cops shoot at we shoot at ops while the cops shoot at us. With misdirected anger.
Cops are killing black innocent men. Every year there is a case of that. Every day there is a black man somewhere being abused by the American system.
Don't know who to trust. So we shoot at ops while the cops shoot at us. We shoot at cops shoot at us. We shoot cops shoot at us. Imagine.
White police officers don't know how to talk to black people. Soon as they pull you over, they pull their gun as well. Anything they suspect you are a suspect for something criminal. People have to now understand what is going on, understand it, because of this guy's death, now it's a global outrage to end this systemic racism and police brutality in America. Enough is enough. All right, guys, that was from Blackway, to whom it may concern, talking about police brutality and systemic racism in America and the death of Mr. George Floyd. I don't know what you think about racism. I don't know if you are part of the group who think that every country for themselves, so they don't even want to talk about racism outside Africa. But guess what? We are all one black people. Like I said, and I'll say it again, our ancestors from Africa were taken from us, and they became the ancestors to those outside of Africa. So the next time you want to blame your own African brother that he is in support of protests going on outside of Africa, you better have to think twice. Everything that happens there has a connection to us. All right, I love the piece. It's a protest song and I'm in love with it, and I support Black Lives Matter movement no matter what. You know what I mean? This is my stand. You would have your say too, but hey, differences of opinions. But let me know what you think. Put that in the comment and let's have a chat. All right, guys, like I say always, time is expensive, so I do appreciate even if you spend just 1 minute watching my video. You know what I mean? Thanks for sticking with me. And right there on your screen, I have the next video for you to watch. Go on ahead and kill some time with it. And your boy Pato, I will see you in the next reaction. I am out.